Right, good morning once again. Uh, Welcome back again to Kahanga Cricket Stadium, where we are witnessing the Elite Women's League Rwanda Cricket Association. Today is our second day, and this is the third match between Amasimbi Hawks and Ingenzi. Good shot from Quinta Abel straight over the bowler's head. Well hit, scores away for 4. Today it looks like Amasimbi is here for the money. They want to correct the mistakes that they made yesterday after they lost yesterday. Today they've come in back stronger with their opening better. Today the Amasimbi's list is they have got Ishimo Henriette, Quinta Abel, Salom Sande from Nigeria, Quinta Abel from Kenya, Janet Wimbambazi from Uganda, Vumilia Margaret, Wimbamba's Antoinette, Iragenya Sonia, Muraketeta Pelis, Uwase Merve, Igihoso Divine, Tusabimana Olive, Uwase Clarice. That's the Amasimbi's Hawks team. In Jersey, we have the captain, Bibenyimana Diane, Muhawi Nimana Immaculate, Ingabire Sifa, Nasra Nasoro from Tanzania, Mukandi Yesenga Jeanette, Tumkunde Marie Josepha, Uwase Giovannis, Irakoze Flora, Laura Mopakedi from Botswana, Neima Micheline, Nakuzwe Dorian, Isimbi Henriette. That's the Ingenzi squad. At the present moment, Amasimbi is betting. They've won the toss and they've elected to bet. They are currently on 17 after 2 overs for no loss, with Quinta Abe on 14 and Clarice still on 0. Good ball again from Immaculate Muhawi, bowling from the banana plantation end. She looks to seem to be on fire today. Bowling some good lines there, up early on. That's what you need from your bowlers up front. You understand, bowling that straight ball in line with the stumps, trying to make the better play every time, asking questions to the better. Let's see, she's bowling a second ball to Clarice. Good ball. Missed the outside edge. Also missed the keeper's gloves. The keeper completely dropped. It's also nice to see a lefty coming in to bet, and what I can always want to see, if the longer she stays there, I would want to see how Ingenzii will be able to contain this left and right hand combination. Good shot. Again, good ball. Straight bet. Right on the man. That's what you need from your openers. Try to present as much straight bet as possible to the ball. Get in line with the ball every time that you're playing. Looking forward to middle that ball. About straight in the money. She went outside the line. Then the result is she's got both. Clarice went out for duck. The bowler is Muhawi Nimana Immaculate. First wicket for Ingenzii. And the score is on 17 for 1 after 2 overs. Early breakthrough again for Ingenzii. They're also looking forward to beg their win for the tournament today.
And this one, it's working.
All of them.
Maybe looks that more more tuned in. I thought yesterday they just thought that yes, everything will happen, but I think it is important for them to put in, I mean, the miles that and I mean to do the right things. As Nasoro comes in to bowl her third over of the innings, over number 3 and second for her.
She actually started well today, but she got some big punish from Quinta Abel. The previous over, she came to board. The ball was hit hard straight overhead. It went for 4. As you can see, some field adjustment there. They're having a long on down. Janet Mbambazi facing. The score is on 21 for 1 after 3. About
to say, Lenny, 2 different players from 2 different countries. Interesting to see how they partner here for Amasimbi.
very, very true. If you look at it now, we've got Nasra Nasoro bowling from Tanzania. We've got Janet Mbambazi from Uganda betting. We've got Quinta Abel from Kenya betting. Lovely cover drive from Janet. Crispy shot. Races away to the boundary. They get 4. Like I just said earlier on again, this Amasimbi today look like they are also fired up today. They want to redeem themselves from yesterday's loss, from that scoring game, that low scoring game they did yesterday. So we've got 3 players there in the middle. Nasra Nasoro bowling to Janet Mbambazi from Uganda. Then to Quinta Abel from Kenya. 3 international players betting it out for against each other there today in different teams, but at the same time, they are in the same field.
What she's made of, and even of course Nasoro from Tanzania, showing that here I am. Look at that ball, look at that. She's she's a very, very quick learner. Today, this morning, yes, she just asked me, coach, yes, how can I bowl a slow ball? And I showed her, and right in the first over, she tried it. Something very, very interesting. Interesting out here. So if of course you're willing to learn, the coaches are here also to help. That's it again. And if she's ready to learn, I'm sure when she goes back home, she goes back a totally different player. Was that a 2 bounce or a 1 bounce?
Very true. I agree with you, Martin. That look, players. No, this is the main objective of tournaments like this, whereby you've got players from different all over. Now she wanted a different voice to work on and improve your bowling, and all of a sudden, look, she's using. Oh, missed chance there. Direct hit might have brought us something there, but it ended up being a quick single. End of over number 4. The score is on 2-8 for 1. Like you said, she's a quick learner. Look, you talked to her in the morning. I saw you with them there, giving them some tips. Those are the things that we are expecting from players coming to the coaches, asking for advice so that they can better their games. Now, look, after that 3-5 minutes that you spent with her, straight up when she comes to bowl, she said, let me try to see if what the coaches told me works. Then, boom, there it is, the slow ball works. No one is speaking it. So that is another addition to a arsenal in terms of bowling. So those are the things that you want players to start thinking about. Because this is T20 cricket. Batters will always be up after you. They want to hit you all over. So if you as a bowler don't have a lot of ammunition in terms of your variations, and if you don't get it right, you always find yourself wanting, you always find yourself being hit. Now, look, she's thought about it, cleverly thinking, cleverly bowling, then the slow balls coming in, then obviously she's managing now, able to contain the run rate of the bowlers, of the batters. If you look at it now, the run rate has gone down. Why? Because of those 3 slow balls that she bowled.
Very, very true there, Lenny, and that's what this elite is bringing, and just the coaches to also to open up to players is also something that is very, very nice. You being a coach's mentor here, Leonard, yes, what do you think that your role is? How do you think that your role will influence offense. As Sipa comes into ball to Quinta. That was the first change there. Sipa coming off spinner. Bowling to Quinta. Quinta plays it easy. I think Quinta just wants to pick the line and pick her area. She's already looked. There's no sweeper. And there she goes, and she is caught at covers, trying to go aerial again, and she picks the fielder. This is what, and if you look at the bowling chain that has been done, Sifa just holding it back a little bit, and Quinta is out caught at covers. She looks very, very disappointed there, and I think her bat dragged onto the pitch, and Tumukunde takes the catch very, very happily. She still wants to squeeze the ball out of her hand. Very interesting there, replacing Quinta as none other than Sande Salome, who looked very, very, very well placed yesterday. She played two glorious shots, but then got out to a very easy shot that she was caught trying to do the same, but I think today she looked well prepared to have a long innings. Yeah. What or
excuse me, thanks, Martin. Just before I answer your question there, I think before Quinta got out, you spoke about the field placing. You spoke about having no cover, no sweeper there in front of cover there, deep sweeper. You spoke about it. I think when you spoke about it, it went into Quinta's ears to say, there's no sweeper there. Then the ball comes in. Now, you're forgetting that, no, this is an off-spinner bowling. The ball is going to be turning in towards me. So for me to drive it that side is not going to be that easy. You need to make sure that you time the ball well. You give yourself room enough to hit the ball there. But now, what I wanted to say earlier on is wanted to see if Quinta can bet a bit longer with her approach and see if she bets a bit deeper with how she plays, and then we see how she's going to take on the bowlers. But unfortunately, she has perished, and she leaves a lot to be desired. Then we need to speak about how she plays. And yesterday we heard here in the commentary box, we spoke about her play. She spoke about how she wants to express herself. She spoke about how she wants to hit the ball. But I still, if I remember correctly, you also asked her to say, do you also think about also staying long and building an inning, in as much as you have got the power shot that you want to play, but as a batter, you obviously want to stay longer on the crease so that you score more and you put your team in a good position. But that is not seeming to be happening. So you spoke about Nasra again being a quick learner. What can we say about Quinta now in terms of this game approach? As the over ends, over number 4, the score is on 27 for 2.
Yes, it's also assessing yourself and actually seeing, what is responsibility here? Is it just to go and play a few balls and get out, or also bet deeper? And I think if Quinta can bet deeper, as you said, she can really distract any bowling attack, being a strong hitter. But she just needs to spend a little bit of more time out there. And as you said, in this league, there are not very many batters. So if they can take more responsibility here, and bat deeper, just what Babazi is trying to do here, to bat deeper. I'm sure that they'll be able to get runs. And somebody like Quinta's stature, who she's a hard hitter, she will really catch up. They say catch up. So if you play a few dot balls early on, don't be worried. She should not be worried if she plays a couple of dot balls early on. But if she can look at scoring, most of her runs after the 10th over, I'm sure she can catch up to about 100 120 strike rate to 130 strike rate. He just need to be smart here, Lenny.
Yes, very true. It's just all about taking responsibility as a better, knowing your role in the team and knowing what is expected from you, from your teammates. Going back again to your questions about mentoring the other coach, I think this is a good thing, you understand, with the experience that I can also possess and sharing it to the local coaches here and see how best we can better our players, even when they go back to their regions and hubs, to impart that knowledge that they've gotten here and expose them to this, elite league, whereby you're meeting players in the national side, players that have represented their nation from your country, and also players from other countries as well. So as a coach now, it's something that you also want, so that it also gives you confidence. You are working with players from different environment, different countries. So the talk in the change room obviously changes the plans, whatever. Every player comes with their own plan. So you as a coach now, you need to quickly adjust to the players that you're dealing with, because you're not dealing with players that you have been working with every day. You're dealing with new players. And fun enough, now with this elite, any coach here did not have any time to practice with the players. You get your players, work with them. So what it also forces you as a coach now to dig deeper in the players' history, to see the players that in a team, what are they capable of doing, how do they play the game. Then with your plan and the team plan, it goes in. So I come in handy now in making sure that I also try to relay information to them, also try to see whatever that they're doing, are they doing the right things in terms of preparing the players, in terms of talking to the players, in terms of guiding the players in improving their games, especially in this such competitive environment.
Yeah, very true there, Lenny. As they come in bowling five overs, 36 for 2. Very nice to see Ingenzii trying to battle it up with Amasimbi here. And Tumukunde bowls, he pushes the ball. That's a dot ball. It's played to cover Dian, picks it up, and it's an over. As you said, Lenny, this is a very, for me, I feel it's a very, very good structure that the players themselves have a mentor in Ms. Roberta of Brazil, and the coaches also, that they have a mentor in you. Something that we're looking to build everyone. We're looking to build the players, capacity. We're also looking to build the coaches' capacity, which at the end of all this, the players themselves would have had from different voices and different coaches, and there being the national team coaches, as you said, you've worked with of course with some of the players here, and now sitting at the commentary box here, I'm sure you are also looking at them now from the outside, so that I feel that when you come in, you'll actually know what to do, and to see them compete against each other and from the other international players gives you something to work on. Yes, isn't it there, Leonard?
Very true. Yeah, yes. It gives you're seeing these players in a different perspective. Again, you're not involved with them directly. What you can just do is sit from outside. No, so it also gives me a clear picture on what to work on after this. You understand? Because I'm not involved with them. Sometimes if you're involved with them, there are some things that that overshadows the game. Good ball from Sifa. They're trying to see Janet running down the track, but obviously when Sifa saw it early, she fired the ball up. As we look to see, and this is the end, the power play has ended, and tries to sweep. Can you see if she let's play the sweep shot right in the shot finally get it, and it's a white. And the match running a single, like you are saying, like we're trying to see how can we better the players here and also other players across the region. So things like this, those are the things that we want. When you see players betting out like this, then as coaches now we come in to make sure that we also chip in and mentor the other coaches, so that when good shot and wide, that will get for the straight. If he pushes up, rest to the boundary. Good shot from Sandy Salome to get rid of the last ball to the boundary. And when Ingenzii started the bowling in the first 6 overs, I think they had a lot of energy, Then when they took those 2 wickets, maybe because they've taken 2 major wickets, they now tend to relax, saying that we've taken Quinta Abbe, we've taken Clarice out, the lefty, so now we are in control. But that's not how the game goes. But if you look at how now Salome Sunday and Janet's partnership growing on now, it's starting to grow in easy because these guys are rotating ones and twos. Then after that, they're getting a boundary, so they're keeping on the run rate up above 6. Now, if they maintain this and get this partnership growing on, I'm thinking we're going to see a big chase here.
To Lenny, if you look the ball. It just shows that the base here of the Rwandan ladies is quite growing. Looking at a few years ago, we didn't have spinners. So coaches, Lenny, this is a very, very good something to see that now in every team there are 2 spinners or 3 spinners, which is something very, very good. And in a couple of years, 2-3 years down the line here, they would have learned the trade and they will be really, really spinning the ball. If you look at, Janet, she didn't start bowling, spin, yes, long time ago. But now, even if you see her body language, her action, right? She's really, really, look at that. She knows what to do. She knows where, and you see her getting back to the stump to get ready there to collect the ball from the fielder. It's quite nice that they even, I just want to congratulate even the hub coaches for doing a tremendous job for us to come and see this. As she comes again, she bowls downtown, and that's a wide. That's Veronica umpire. Irio spreads her arms to show the sign of wide. She comes in again, bowls again, and there it is, dot ball. Overthrow. No. It's not doing any justice for the bowler and keeping.
Did you check who threw the ball, Martin?
Oh, the main fielder, John T. Rhodes. John T. Rhodes at point.
This is Laura Mopakedi.
The wicket keeper.
She spends most of her time keeping, you understand. And if she was the one keeping and the fielder threw that ball, I'm telling you, she would have gone mad.
Should be so. But now I don't know if she was upset by herself, or what. Interesting. I was just speaking to her today when she was fielding, and she was really, really excited to field, which is something that the elite will do everything. If you're a keeper, you'll bowl. If you can bowl, you can bat. You can bat anywhere. So this elite gives everybody a chance to do everything, which is very, very nice. By the time, I'm sure, she goes home, she'll be very, very excited. And even if you look at her stance at the fielding, she's actually crouching like a keeper at point. John T. Rose for the day.
Yes, very true. But it's quite good, you understand. Like what you said, these games, they that ball down the leg side, that might set out for it to be a leg by. You see the umpire signal, leg by signals to end the over. The score is on 4-7 for 2 after 8 overs. Yeah, it's going back to that. No, wicket keepers they're always behind stumps. We never see them fielding. But now, coming up in this elite league, with the way these teams have been selected, you always have got a backup keeper in that team. So everyone needs to get a chance to go behind the stumps. So when it's not a 10 that time, now you need to go in field. So it's also a good thing to other players out there that do not really rely on specializing on certain aspects of the game, especially in terms of fielding. You gotta try to find 1 or 2 areas that you can be able to field, because when you get selected in teams like this, you're going to get someone who's going to be doing that job better than you. So where you go now is you have to go somewhere else. So this is actually good to expose. I saw her laughing when she threw that ball, said, wow. You understand? So things like that now, that experience now, obviously she knows that things like this can happen. Even when she's now behind with the gloves, now when players do the same thing, now she can be able to say, no, I've done it before, so this is how you do it better. Another good ball from Jose Tumkunde changing ends, then now coming from the banana plantation end to bowl a second over. The other thing that is pleasing me when you talked about other spinner Janet who was coming from the pavilion end, I think the thing that is pleasing me is how and where she's landing the ball every time. Even if she gets hit, she's not even trying to do so many things. She's just making sure that she picks the right line, then she digs hard into the pitch so that the ball comes up to the better. Then it's not easy for these guys to free their arms. So if you look at that young age now, thinking along those lines, that's where you see that there's a lot of work that is being done with the coaches down there to make sure that these players understand their games. Huge shot.
It's a great shot.
Well
fielded to the boundary.
Mohawe
Nimana. And I like the shots that Janet is trying to pick here. Full and straight. She's hitting it straight. She's trying to use the full face of the bat. And also, yes, I'll be very, very happy to see a century being scored in this game. Will just mean that somebody to bat really, really well. And if I look at the players to do so, somebody like Janet should be as one of the culprits, and and Quinta to take it on. And even Sharon Juma, yesterday she showed a glimpse that yes, she's also a power hitter. So it would be nice for a century to be scored here. And that's a great shot again. There's a mix-up again. It's a great mix-up again. Salome never moved. Ball watching. Another run out. Ball watching, and Janet insisted on the run, and she feels quite disappointed as she was the one who was hitting the ball very, very well. Oh, as you said, a run out, it's always no, yes, wait, Leonard.
Yeah. This is a sad way or a poor way to come out in situation. This is all about communication. I think yesterday we had a couple of these runouts. Then if I go deeper now, I just checked on someone like Janet Wimbambas from Uganda. I've been going through games back then. If you look at most of her dismissals, they come through runouts. If she's not herself being run out, it's the other partners that get run out. So which means I think it's something that her herself as a player needs to sit down and see, to say, okay, fine, how is my calling? You understand, is my calling effective enough to get runs? Who am I betting with? So she should be able to understand players that when I'm betting with this one, if I hit, and it all goes back to communication to say, look, if I'm betting with you, Martin, I know that, okay, fine, if I hit this shot here, I have to take a run. But if I don't communicate with you, and me, I don't know what you want, it's not going to be easy for you, for me and you to communicate very effectively. So it's something that she also needs to sit down herself personally to say, okay, fine, I've got a lot of runouts in my career that are involving me. So is it my partners or is it me who's causing this to happen? But a lot of them, you would see she's the one who goes to the other end, and once she goes, she goes. So sometimes it's all about understanding, even eye contact with your partner to say yes, then you look at things like that. Now it comes through now understanding and communicating each other's players, because you wouldn't want things like that. These guys were in a good position. We've been talking about the partnership building up, as we see over number 9 ending. The score is on 50 now for 3. Salom Stand is still in there. So it's all about now communicating and understanding your partner. And look, you're betting like with someone you've never betted with before. You've seen that player as your opposition. You understand? Now you are in the same team now. So I think as players also going forward, when you've got things in competition like this, whereby you get selected, it's also a duty for you players to sit down on just 1 or 2, 3 minutes trying to understand each other, to say, if we play together tomorrow, what should I expect from you? You should expect this from me. Then you start to build that relationship there from going forward, so that when you get in the middle there, there's no confusion, there's no misunderstanding. You're understanding each other. As we see Janet again coming into board, that's another good ball. And she's quite in nature, but when she's playing now, you can see the energies, you can see the vibe that she's got. Another good ball again. Sweet, hit down to the leg side, the deep square leg there is there. They push for 2, misfield. In the ball, the fielders trying to use the Cristiano Ronaldo skills there. Then the boy, you can hear the captain shouting, use your mawoko. It means use your hands. Yes.
Leonard pick. talk about and just help. Coming into downtown. Extra run. Ball was a very, very good dot ball there to Mukunde. Get up to for a victory here. One must go down today. They all lost their games yesterday, and coming in, they really need to pull up here, and it's edged, and the ball goes all the way to the boundary. Janet tries for a chase there, but I thought the captain here would have started with a slip. Henriette hadn't scored anything, so sometimes one or two balls would be good to attack the batter. Don't give try and create a chance. And I thought maybe one slip would have done them well. And she plays again to Nasoro. Nasoro goes across, stops it, fumbles a bit, but the batters had already decided that there's no run. Now that Sunday is batting over here, and having gotten Janet run out, I think the running, she'll really check how. She takes singles from here on. And if you look at maybe Sunday's start should be a little bit further, because she's just taking a very short stride there, trying to back up for the run. And it is important that you have you come out from the crease. See, she's just about on the crease, and also I think that she's too far away from the angle that she's looking at her striker on the end. It's quite wide, and I think those are the small things that maybe gets them into tangle with to get a run out. Oh, Laura couldn't get there, and I think the placing angle there was a little bit wide. She could have been a little bit finer, could have stopped the single, especially the one backing up deep square leg there. At 61 for 3 in 10. Amasimbi picking up the pieces from yesterday and getting the highest total of the innings, as Johannes comes in. Giovanni's coming in, one of the speed star of the under-19 upcoming tournament, and this is what you're saying, that the elite tournament is really bringing the best and the nice, and even is the new kid on the block are also being given opportunity to come and showcase their talent of growth, and this is very good for development as we move on from here.
Very true. There's no better preparation than this, especially for these upcoming players. This is one of the best preparation they can ever have. As we see coming in, first ball, swing and a miss. Salome Sande wants to take it on. So this is what we also now need. Salome with experience. She saw a youngster coming into ball. First ball, she wants to go with it, showing her that this is how you play cricket at this level. But unfortunately, she didn't move in line with the ball. Then she ended up missing. But she's showing the intent to say, you're a youngster. This is how we teach you how the game is played. So see, she come to bowl a second over again. That becomes a wide, full and wide. I like her confidence also, the way she shows herself around people, the way she talks, the way she takes charge. Sometimes you doubt that is she a youngster or what, because the way she takes charge, even the way she talks to the senior players, she has got that confidence. And she's also someone who is eager to learn. She asks a lot of questions to anyone wanting to understand how the game is played, what to do, where to bowl another ball, short of a length. Salome tried to free her arms there, but she couldn't. The ball, I think it jagged off quicker to her. She tried to hit it through the mid-wicket region there, but she couldn't manage to meet the ball up. It ended up being a dot. As we're now getting into the last half of the first inning, Amasimbi on 61 for 3. The 3 wickets that are falling is Quinta Abel. Caught cover. Janet Mbambazi run out. And Clarice Wase got bowled. Is Giovanni's balls another white again? We always talk about consistency as a bowler. You don't want to be bowling balls like that, especially when the team that you're bowling to is on top of the situation. They're in control of the game. You want to be bowling the right lines and right length. Another good ball again. This is where you want to be bowling every time that you're going to bowl. Keep the ball around that off stump line, just outside off stump line, fourth stump, the top of off stump. You keep it there every time that you want to bowl. You understand? We see she's got a deep third man ray. We've got a long on, long off, and a deep square. Again, shot. Each straight to deep mid wicket. Nasra approaching, running in. Clean pick. Good throw straight to the stumps. They settle for 1. Good plan is this. As we see, the Amasimbi captain Henriette Shima coming in to bat. She's currently on 8. She's facing a first ball from Giovannis. Let's see if the captain can be able to bat longer and make sure she takes the team on to a good total there. Good short ball, what a good short ball, bounce eyes, lovely short ball from the youngsters. This is good to see the energies that these youngsters are bowling it. Again, short again, but it was ground down the leg side and it ended up being a wide. You gotta be consistent, young girl. You gotta be consistent. You gotta be hitting where guys are not scoring off. You don't try to do too many things. Good shot of the back foot, punch to the extra cover. Tumkunde Jose picks it up, throws to the keeper, Flora Irakoze. He's managing to get 1 run in the over. 65 for 3. After 12, Sande Salome on 11, and Rieti Shimwe on 9 for Ingenzii. If they keep going with this run rate that they are going on, I think 120, 130 would not be that hard to score. But as long as they still have got Sunday, who I've seen, she can be someone who can clear the boundary so easily. She's got hard shots. Even in Rieti Shimwe again, she has also some power shot that she can. So if both of them can also try to get a partnership going on now and bet deeper to the end of the innings, I think 120, 123, they can be a score in this cricket to defend. It's both teams here today that are playing in the morning needs to bag in points. They haven't won any single game. All the games yesterday were won by Ingabo, all of them. So each team here is looking to get some points here today. As we see Nasra Nasoro again coming into ball from the banana plantation end. She started off with a dot to Henriette Sime. Again, slow ball. Well picked, straight hit, straight to deep cover. Sweeper running in through. They'll keep out for 2 here. Easy 2. I think if you look at even the angles there, the deep cover seems to be too much squarer than moving around in front there to save. If he has been there, that should have been 1. So those are some of the things that the captain or the wicket keeper should be able to see and correct these angles so that you stop guys from getting easy runs there. But other than that, it was a good shot from Ishimu. Another shot straight towards mid-off. Sifa Ngabire, straight down, fielded very well and prevented a run there. So what I can also want to ask for is from the batters is to try to be patient enough to spend time on the crease and trying to score runs as they come, not try to do so many things. But that's what a lot of these batters since yesterday. Another slow ball. Good cotton board. Well done, Martin. You should have been here now. Your slow ball is now working here. She bowled a good slow ball and Henriette Sime decided to go for it, then straight into the hands of Nasra Nasoro, who took a good catch there. Now the slow ball is working now. That slow ball is now working now. He took another wicket there. Well done. And then the score goes on 67 for 4. Ishimwe Henriette, the captain, perishes. You see now, Martin, your tricks are starting to come in now. She can't stop bowling those slow balls now. Look at it. No, this is amazing.
I'm sorry, lady. I'm sorry. We talked about it being a quick learner, and she has. Let them live here with something new. And that is why we are here with you, to make sure that everyone lives with something here. And if she lives with that skill, she goes back home a better player. Coming into bat is number 9. Again, Sonia coming in at 67. 67 for 4 of 12. Amasimbi struggling here, and it's just that was a very, very good also bowling change from the captain. I thought that was quite. There again, she bowls it again. She's really, really excited about it. Oh dear. When you teach something, it becomes now. It should be a slow ball. It should be used once, not often. But she's decided to go often. But yeah, we will appreciate what she's doing.
No, it's that excitement, Martin, that she's able to bowl it well, and she's able to take wickets with it. No, she's like, no, why not? It's working for me today, so why should I not bowl it? So things, if you, let's say if you're a kid, if your parents buys you new shoes, I'm telling you, I bet you sleep with them. You won't even remove them. So this is what is happening now.
Yes, I remember when we bought shoes, that even on Sunday you want to go to school, but now you're told on Sunday, no, you have to remove them to go to church. And this is just what it is. And I think she's bowled it quite well, and I'm sure she'll not stop her smiles when yes, after this innings, I think. But yes, that is the way to go. And if they can enjoy this, if they can feel that we've impacted them, we've influenced. As Johannes comes back to bowl a second over, which is now, this is the under 19 coming in, and this is also part of preparing them for the big league coming in September. Wow, that's a great shot there by Sunday. If you drop it short, it looks. I mean that run out has brought the best out of out of Sunday. Getting Mbabazi, having a tangle there with the Mbabazi has really sparked her confidence here, saying that that now she's, I think, the one. That's a great shot there, Lenny. That's a great pull shot.
Good shot, well picked, quick on the feet, quick hands, and goes for 4. And now the field planning here now. You've got a short fine leg here, then you bow, another short ball, bang down. She punched up to long off for 1. Good shot, Sunday, good cricket. What I would love, Martin, now is for someone with Sunday's experience here is what I would love is I'd love someone with Sunday's experience to bet a bit longer now to see off the innings. No, because with her experience, if she's able to bet longer and control the innings like this, I think Amasimbi are poised to score 120, 130. It's not going to be hard for them to score. So what you need now is you need someone like Sunday now to take charge, to bet for as long as she can, going at this rate, you understand. Then at the end of the deep down the innings now, she starts going big. I think this is what even the message from the coaches out there to say, okay, fine, look, how best can we control the innings and go better?
Drops it short again. I think here the captain needs to find how to put a sweeper here. It's important that to cover the young bowler who is trying to joined in the commentary box. Bryson Bujigingo, somebody who has bowled in her
Amasimbi
career.
Hawks coach.
None other than Bryson, assistant coach to the national women team. Welcome, Bryson.
Welcome, sir.
No, it is you. Welcome.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Welcome. Amasimbi, 74 for 4. 14 overs, 36 balls to go. Yes, what is your projected score here, coach?
Still the same. We're projecting 120. If the batters now they're going to start utilizing the graveyard period after 6 overs, you can go.
Having Sunday, Salome Sunday in your team, Janet Mbabazi, Quinta Abel in your team, having a good backup of players there from the other countries. Some of the international players in your team. What's the team strategy there here that and how are they handling? Yes, how are they handling the situation of being part of Amasimbi and being part of the elite competition, the coach?
Yeah, thank you so much. They are really enjoying. You had a meeting with them and they just said we're happy. They are seeing the good talents here and they are sharing game plan with the youngsters who are in Amasimbi. They're just having fun, sharing new ideas how to play this game, and that's all about the sport. That's why they are here to share and learn from others, and they learn from us. When I talked to them yesterday, they told me the girls are really playing well and they just still Some of them, they are still having some fear, but the way forward, they just need to start expressing themselves the way forward, and having them in the how Amasimbi, the way they are playing. I like their attitude. If the ball is here to go, it's gone. But one of the things that is in the batting side, if the big shots are not coming, you need to find another solution. You keep rotating, looking for partnerships. That's why most of this team Amasimbi, most of Amasimbi players, we are lacking in the middle. We are losing consistent wicket. They are falling. That's what we need now, and for going for partnerships and avoiding this run-outs that's coming in. The language barrier has becoming another topic in the dressing room. Language barrier is becoming another language and in our dressing room. And having some lefties in the team, something that's making everyone changing. Even when you are seeing our team now today, we played with 2 lefties, and the ground field set is changing each ball. If you keep the ball ticking and keep rotating, even that's how you start scoring runs.
Yes, we'll say the coach. You've got Sonia here again. You see part of the under 19 squads, or she has passed the under 19 crew, the under 19 ages. The score is now on 77 for 4 after 15. We see they've got one of their senior betters, the Amasimbi Hawks, Salom Sande, still betting in on 19. Then another youngster in at 16. And like what you've said, coach, you've talked about guy good shot again, straight down to long on. You can see chase and stop, fumble. Can they come for 2? They see the throw. Good running in, not out. Good grounding on the bait. Good commitment there. Good push. This is what you need now. What we've been talking about, especially at the end down of the innings. So we're not going to keep you down here much longer, coach. We just wanted you to hear your thoughts. You talked about your betters not betting through, not having those partnership in between, trying to play big shots. So, like from yesterday, you guys failed to score a big score, but today it seems like you've come here with all guns blazing, with the positive attitude of scoring runs. So, was that the main talk in the changing room yesterday?
Yeah, that was the main talk that we need. Just yesterday, I told the batters they need to do their job. They need to do their job. If you don't do their job and you cannot wait for the bowlers and coming in there to bat, you cannot expect from them a lot. They are there, they just bat. They can give you this kind of surprise. It's just surprising batting. But they don't spend time batting. And having Sunday on the wicket and that left, she's a batter coming in and she's playing some good shots. Sunday needs to take responsibility and take the team to the better score.
Okay, thank you very much, coach. All the best. I think you are eager to go back to your dugout and start giving in some information. Thank you very much for having you here. The coach of Amasimbi Hawks, Mr. Bryson Kennedy Bujingo, also the assistant coach of the National Women's Rwanda Cricket. Thank you very much for having you here, coach.
Yeah. And of course, you're welcome. Enjoy the bite, enjoy the chips. I know it's something that you're looking for to have a bite, but we'll see you again, yes, after the innings in the afternoon, Bijigingo. Yep.
It's another wicket fall. Sonia Iragenya went out, tried to hit the ball over a short mid-wicket, and it ended up in the Ingenzi captain, none other than Bimenyimana Marie Dihan, took the catch to dismiss Sonia. Is Amasimbi lost another wicket, 81 for 5, with just close to 4 overs left for this innings to end. We have been talking about 120, we've been talking about 130 now, but as long as you have got someone like Sunday, Salome still in there, if she continues the way she's playing, I think if she continues to play the way she's playing and continues to think about betting longer and looking for those games, getting that occasional boundary in there, I think 120, 125 could be a good score for them to defend here. Now, if she's joined in by the under-19 vice-captain, Merveille Wase on the crease, is coming into bet. Still, she's a decent better again. Also, if she manages to have a good partnership with Salom Sande there, I think these guys can pass up the 100, 110 mark and get the score to around. Now is Sifa coming into ball. Ingabire Sifa of spin. And over with a dot. in the wicket. 4 overs left, 24 balls to go. Amasimbi Hawks currently sitting on 81 for 5, with Salom Sunday leading the batting on 23.
Yeah. It's nice to see Sifa coming in for a second spell. Amasimbi looked on course to get a good score today, but I think the bowling of Nasro, Janet, has really put a break on their scoring rate here.
Yeah, they've got a quite good bowling lineup here. This in Ingenzii. So they've got a good bowling lineup. I mean, they're bowling tight lines, tight length. You know, not making it easy for batters to score. How Nimana comes in from the banana plantation end to come and close off the innings for the captain, and she started off with a good full wide yorker. And Merve tried to drive, and she ended up missing, and they considered a dot.
Yeah, another 19 there. Keepers of coming in. It's now
Yes, very true. Because you know, these guys, they spend a lot of time with each other in the nets, in the camps, in the team, so they know each other very well. So it will be interesting now to see where Mohawe is going to be bowling and how Merve is going to apply herself when she's a player. She's facing someone like Mohawe, who she like really spend a lot of time. Good ball, Mohawe. About again just outside that off-stump line.
And also being a keeper, I mean, she's kept for Mohawe, so definitely she understands Mohawe's tactics and ideologies here of the game.
Yes, you know. So that means that should be easy for her to play Mohawe. But now Mohawe is not looking like she wants things like that to happen to her. She's coming in hard. Another ball, good shot, right on the money. They can push in the long off, push in. They just happy to take on the one. Good fielding there from Sifa Ingabire. It's to end the over. 17 overs gone. The score is on 83 for 5. As we see Sifa Ingabire coming in again to bowl from the pavilion end. So my projected target now, personally, is now becoming a tall order. I'm not seeing these guys getting past that 100 mark that I was thinking about. But they started well, so it's just a matter of continuing doing the right thing. Sunday Solomon goes big over. Oh, that's a good shot straight over the bowler's head. It goes away for 4.
It's a good shot there, Sunday. Deep, and this is what we'd want them to do, to bat deep. If they were now, yes, with Janet Mambazi, I'm sure the score would have been reading something else. And it's nice that Sunday has decided to take responsibility and bat deep. And don't be surprised that your projected score can be achieved with Sunday now trying to go over the top and hitting the ball very well, and also strike. When I mean that run out between her Mbabazi, she looked so dejected, and I think that has really inspired her to bat deep and of course to take responsibility. Nasoro cleans up at the boundary.
Yes, Sifana continue to get some dot balls off Merve. So I think Ingenzi will be happy to bowl to Merve, but she's not looking forward to get some runs there. So they'll be happy to bowl to her and get off Sande Salome off strike. Now that's what the captain is doing now. You see the last two balls, she's dropping in and bringing so that she allows Merve to take a single. Then she gets on the other end. Then they can bowl to her in the next over and try to get as many dot balls. She runs down. She got nothing. It's a dot again. This is what the Ingenzi captain wants. Now, this is going according to the plan. Having to bowl to Merve, she's a new batter, she's on one. You understand? Give as much strike as possible so that you try to bowl as many dots as in, put pressure on Sunday so that when she comes in, another dot. No, she tried to push in, pull deep square leg, 2 runs, throw from Giovanni's. If it was straight to the stumps, then that could have been a run out, but it was just thrown in between. So that is a good push again from Innovation. I think she has realized that I have to also start scoring because these guys are now happy bowling at me. Why? Because I'm not scoring. So that's good thinking. Since we see over number 18 getting an end, then the score is on 93 for 5. As we're getting to the last 2 overs now to see how much these guys are gonna end up on. And we talked about Sunday betting longer. She's still in there, so it's also gonna be interesting to see how she's gonna go about this in these last 2 overs.
For sure. This is very, very good competition here. The best is coming out of all the teams. That's a good shot by Sunday again. Sunday taking the responsibility to bat deep here, and it's she has to take responsibility as a senior player, as one of the international players, to make sure that the team goes to safety. And 90. The score is 97. The score is 100 now. 101. It's 101. Doing the good job. Doing the finishing role here.
Yes, we talked about it earlier on. You see again Nasra Nasoro again after being hit for that boundary. The next ball that follows up is a slow ball. Then she got a dot. So you see, slow balls has been the order of her day today now. She's enjoying bowling that slow ball. Let's see the next ball coming in, bowling to Merve Owase. A bit quicker, try to stop it with the legs. Straight down, hit to mid to long off for 1. Now Sunday Salome comes on strike. Let's see how Nasro is going to respond to Sunday now. Another slow again, straight to the captain at mid wicket. Almost a run out, Merve. It's interesting to see how Nasra, she's managing to use that slow ball, and she's not just bowling it anyway, she's just bowling it right on the block, or the way you cannot easily pick it away, you cannot easily hit it to the boundary or to the or through the gap for runs. This is good thinking, this is good bowling, clever bowling from here. Again, another slow, but now it was a wide. Very interesting to see this battle between Sande Salome and Nasra Nasoro, Tanzania against Nigeria in Rwanda. Again, slow weighted. This time she managed to pass it through mid-wicket. Then they're pushing for 2 good runs from Hervé. Well done, good pushing for the fielders, the deep fielders there. Immaculate Muhawe Nimana at long off. They managed to end up to get 2 runs there as we get into the last over. Muhawe Nimana to come in and take off the last over. One of the senior bowlers here.
Coming in at number 4, I would really like her to get her a half century. She's batted well, she's batted deep, she's ran hard, and she's been on one side, and it is important that yes, one of the batters to bat through. And definitely, yes, looking at Sunday, she's done exactly what the coach might have told her to bat through and make sure that he bats to the last ball. And having said that, yes, Nasoro came in and applied some breaks with her change of pace. Very, very clever there. And as you said, you learn, and when you try, and if something is working for you, enjoy it. Enjoy it when it's still when it lasts. As you are seeing, Ingabo Sarah Uwera just passing in front of the commentators here, waiting to score today her half century as Melve. Don't know if that was a run or that was a start from the batters end, or change of batters, as they say. I don't know what was happening there, but there the replay there, she goes, she steps out, she swipes, she starts running, she sees the keeper coming back. There's a lot of comedy as well in cricket, and all this is just the love of the game, trying to get that extra run. They say that in T20 you can even win by 1 run, which is very, very good and important to see them trying to get every extra run. And there's nothing wrong. Antoinette is rewarding herself. Even yesterday she hit the same shot. And at point we have none other than Laura. Today she's the jaunty Rhodes at point, operating the cover point. She's a very, very happy lady. She really, really loved this elite that has given her an opportunity to play some 4 extra games here in Rwanda, and also batting, and now she's fielding. Something she said that she's never done. She's never fielded. She only keeps. But now, Elite has given her an opportunity to field, and she was very, very happy to do so. Encouraging her players. And I'm sure, Joe, wherever you are, you'll be proud of her. Muhawe comes in. Bowls a short ball. And she has to bowl it again. She goes downtown. And she's bowled round, trying to go for a big one. That's the end of the innings. Hundred and four for 7. Amasimbi, who started at a high note, and Ingenzii coming back to defend the score, to defend a big score here. It is nice that they apply the screws, good fielding and good bowling changes by the captain to enable them to come back. After the break, let's see how Ingenzii will come back to
And you can even go on our social media platform again. If you go on our app, Rwanda Cricket Association app, you can download it. You can watch all the action and follow up all the actions there from the Rwanda Cricket Association app. And for these games, you can tune into our YouTube channel. You find all the games happening in there live as we are about ready to see the innings, second innings coming in. Amasimbi trying to come and defend 106 runs, and Ingenzii trying to come and get some points into their bag if they manage to chase this total very well. Opening the bowling for Amasimbi's the queen of speed, as we can say here in Rwanda, Belis Murikatete, the national team player, also the under-19 player. And opening up the batting for Ingenzi is Sifa Ingabire and Nasra Nasoro from Tanzania. Martin, welcome back.
Yeah, Lenny. To the nets there to see what's happening, and the boys are also doing their thing. Ingezi 106 to get. Amasimbi 106 to defend. Nasoro Sifa to face Kansibe is limping here, and I don't think things are well here. She's limping, but she's fighting the pain. She's fighting the pain in her own ways. Let's see on how she'll is always is doing it very consistently and consistently. The fielding standards here, Lenny.
Very well said, very true, and I think the level of fielding from all the teams here has gone up, and that is something that is really exciting to see, that the cricket is not only about batting, not only about bowling, but also the fielding is also playing a big role. That's the only way you can stop runs from being scored, and these two seems to have understood each other, despite people saying the language barrier here and there, but these two, even yesterday, the way they ran in between the wickets, the way they've understood each other so quickly, so that they know that if I punch the ball there, that is an easy one. And this is good cricket from these two. Good start. You don't need to like really start to going big here and there, but sometimes try to till those singles inside the 30 so that you can start to you need to keep on going around the 100. But these guys, they need round about not above 5 runs and over. So there's no need for you to start looking for those big shots where you can easily get singles in the second. Again.
True, and this is good cricket here by all the teams. This is very, very good cricket here by all the teams. Trying to save the single, trying to get that single. The calling is good. Something that I'm sure as this elite league carries on, yes, the running, yes, in between, of course, will improve. And I think Nasoro coming from Tanzania, whereby they ran at everything and they ran well. She's bringing that skill, yes, into this elite, and that's what this elite competition is all about: learning from the best, learning from each other, communication. There's language barrier here and there, but it is being broken. Today we can see how Sifa and Nasoro, of course, are running. They look like they are from. I mean, they are speaking the same language, but of course, in real life, it's totally different. You can hear the no yes very very well, and you can hear the communication here, and this is very very good, and definitely it will bring of course the best out of Sifa and also the best as out of Nasoro. There in the middle, I wonder, Heleni, yes, which language they are using.
Remember, like I said yesterday, that cricket has got its own language. Whether you speak French, you speak Chinese, you speak Kiswahili, you speak any language, but as long as you get in the middle there, the language has to be the same. You gotta understand each other. You gotta find ways to communicate. So this is also what the good thing this sport brings about. As we finish the first over, Amasimbi, Ingenzi, 5 runs after 1 over, with both batters on 2 each. Coming in from the banana plantation end to palm, the leg spinner, Margaret Vumilia. She's coming in to bowl. She's got a deep square leg. Is the one who's the boundary rider, I think. She's got everyone in, so she's trying also to attack balls. You can see when these guys started stealing these quick singles, now everyone in the circle has moved in at least 5 steps in. Everyone is now walking in hard. So it's also now pushed the fielding team now to say, look, if we just slip for a few seconds, these guys are taking the run. So it also awakens the fielding side. Now everyone is spot on to see what's going to be happening. Short ball again to 45. Down. 1 run.
True. Now there's a and yes, that's what I've said here, that I mean the think tanks here, everybody is trying to do something, and it is a freedom of speech here, freedom of expression, and I don't think they're waiting for the captain to tell them. As Maggie comes to bowl to Sifa plays, and you can hear the calls from here, and I think this will help, especially I mean the Rwanda players who don't call loudly, who don't anticipate quickly, but I'm sure with this cricket there'll be yes, a lot of learning, and very quickly, now that of course they understand that they're playing with people who I mean cannot understand them, so definitely they will express themselves. Yes, they'll open up, and that is what it's all about. Look at that run. Look at that run. Look at the anticipation in there. It's Nasoro taking it on very, very well. She is a very, very quick learner, yes, Nasoro. And if you can see her attitude, it's very, very positive at all times. She's willing to learn. She's willing to change. She's willing to do the right thing. What a player.
I think yesterday we discussed, when we're discussing the composition of these teams, this is the second over comes to an end. The score is on 7 for Nolos. We spoke about the composition of these teams. Then we spoke about Ingenzi, that it's one of the teams that does not have power hitters in their squad. So they've got guys that can play strokes. You understand? So we said yesterday, I think they will use the stroke players to advantage, and that is happening now. You understand? They are just looking for that gap, then they go. They're not looking forward to playing those big shows, and that makes them dangerous now, because it's not going to be easy for you to take them out, because they are careful. They wait for the ball. They play the ball at its own merit. You understand? Not like the other teams now, whereby we've got big hitters. When anything is brought to them, their thinking is, let me hit it out of the back. As Belis comes into ball, the first ball of a second over. So things like that, I think even the talk in the changing room, I think they have understood themselves to say, no, look, we don't have guys that can clear the rope so often. So how best can we use our batting strength? Is running in the wickets, it's finding those gaps. This is actually what these guys are doing now, and it's really working for them. Because at this point of time, look, this is a good start. Chasing a score of less than 100, of 100, serious short and wide from Belis. So it's that thinking that you talk about. It makes everyone be aware of what the game demands, what the game wants. You understand? So after this tournament, I think all the players, when they go out there, they are going to realize how much information they have shared among themselves. And the most important thing now is, how do we carry it forward to improve your game as personally and your team personally? You understand?
Spot on there. Spot on. Quite spot on. And again, if you just see Sifa there playing back foot drive and off she goes, something that I think moving forward Sifa would be very, very happy. And even Sifa just opening the batting, it also gives her an opportunity to bat. If you look at the national team level, she comes down the order sometimes. So so this gives her an opportunity to bat. This gives her an opportunity to improve. And doing it with Nasoro on the other side as Belize balls down leg. More runs here. More runs, they get the full, and it. So is that 6 runs? 5 runs or 6 runs?
It's interesting. Let's see if the umpires have been watching there, because they're consulting each other. Let's see how many runs these guys are going to get. Because if I'm not mistaken, let's see the replay to see how many runs these guys have taken before the balls passed the rope.
The umpire did not indicate how many runs those were.
If you can get a replay, especially guys like us, I think it will give us a better view to see what exactly happened there.
For sure.
What a ball. You can hear the scream from the bowler straight from the tummy that she's putting all her effort in making sure that she gets the ball to carry. She makes sure that she gets that gas on in terms of bowling.
Good cricket here by both teams. Ingenzi trying to get closer. Amasimbi trying to win. One must go down here. One must go down.
Definitely. That's the bad part about the game. Yeah, you don't take draws in cricket, man. It's not test cricket anymore. It's you don't take draws. If they manage to level the scores, now we go to a super over until we get a winner. That's the most interesting fact about cricket, man. Especially this limited over cricket.
As we continue here, Belize bowling, misfield by the keeper. Melve fumbles, and the ball goes for 4 there. It's 5 wides. Melve needs to clean up. Even if the bowler balls are wide, it doesn't mean that it should go for 4. As Belize come here. As we are joined in by none other than Sarah Uwera, former captain, opening batter. She bowls as well when need be. I don't know if she bowls spin or Lenny. What does she bowl? Is it spin? Is it medium? But at some occasions she's been called to bowl. I can't remember. She says that her economy rate is of course not below 10 runs and over. So yes, has she ever bowled? As we welcome Sarah Uwera.
Thanks, Martinez. Ingenzi is currently on ending the 3rd over on 20 for no loss, and Sifa Ngabire on 4, and Nasra Sasoro on 6 runs and needing 87 runs to win. Welcome to yes, Sarah. We just need to steal your time. Yes, good, Martin. Yeah, I've seen you bowling sometimes. It's one of those bowlers that when you want to kill the time, things like that, then you can say, can you come in and bowl? When you see there's a long partnership that is going on, those are the bowlers that you bring in. Welcome, Sarah.
Thank you.
We're just gonna have a chat with you about the game, what you think. We'll just ask you a little questions to see playing this elite league. You understand, having to straight after the Kubuka tournament, you guys did not go home. You just went straight into your teams, meeting other new people that you have not been with, and also players from other countries. What's your take about this kind of a setup in terms of how to grow the game?
The Elite League is a good thing for the national team players, for the under-19 who are preparing for the World Cup qualifiers, and it's also good for us to share experience with with some international players. They are very good players, and we are learning one thing or another each game when we play with them. So it's very helpful to everyone, and it's all for the growth of cricket in Rwanda.
As Sifa manages to scrape for a single there to bring Nasra Nasoro strike, Margaret Vumilia bowling. Thank you very much, Sarah, for saying that, and thank you for mentioning a lot of things that it brings growth. Good shot again from Nasoro, shot from Margaret, straight to deep square. Antoinette Wimbambazi throws to the keeper. Then, like I said earlier on, now look how these guys are playing at the end of over number 4. The score is on 22 for no loss. How these guys, Martin, earlier on when I said these guys, if of all the teams that are here, don't have big hitters in their squad, so they've managed to understood where their strength is in terms of betting, and they have managed to do it very well. Look, this is, if I'm looking at when Amasimbi was betting in the power play, I think before you have not yet reached the power play, but if you look at where these guys are, they are on 21 after 4 overs. At that same stage, Amasimbi were on 30 for 2, and how those wicket fails was big shots. You understand? So that can be the difference at the end of the day when these two teams get to the last 20 overs to see if Ingenzii win this game. Then you know that this is where they won the game from. You understand? So things like that, I think all these players should be also knowing and understanding who they are, where their strengths are as a team, as a betting unit, so that you use it according to, as Janet Wimbamba is coming into ball. She starts off with a white, and she's one kind of a player who bowls a lot of cutters, short run up. She's just accurate on the money. She's just wait for you to make the mistake. So I'm pretty much excited to see the contest between her and Nasra, to see how Nasra she's going to take her alone. Because yesterday she got run out, so today I think she's looking forward to bet longer. Swing and a miss. Right, going back to what Sarah you've been saying. You as a player, in your team there, you guys, you have won 2 games in a row. This is your 3rd game. You coming in, obviously, since you are the team that is topping and the team that is playing good cricket and winning games now. What is your plan today as you guys are going to face Ingabo again? As you guys are going to face Ingenzi again?
Our biggest plan is for the batters to do their role. As you've seen yesterday, we have more of bowlers than batters. So when the first 4 or 3 batters do their job, like what we did yesterday for the second game, it becomes easy for us to get closer to the win. So we are going to focus more on doing our job as batters, and bowlers doing their job, and keep on pushing these youngsters we have and playing our best.
All right, thank you. As you see, Janet bowling up. Good ball. Well played again by Sifa. In as much as runs are not coming as quickly as people would expect in a T20, but the way these 2 guys have opened, it leaves a lot to be desired. They are not giving anything easy. You know, so you gotta work to take their wickets again. Short, and if you have seen now, Amasimbi trying to get into the batter's head. They've moved in a short forward leg in front, just a few steps in as a catching. Then another Silimi Don again in catching positions for Sifa Ingabire, try to cramp in and making sure that she doesn't score so easily. Again, good ball. They scramble again to point for a single. And this is what these guys have been good at now today. They will find ways to get that single. You've mentioned about you guys, Sarah, in your team having having less batters than bowlers. But if you look at your teams, we've got yourself, Sarah, you've got Sharon Juma, you've got what's her name? You've got Katia Wamoro. You've got Susan in your team. I think if you look at those guys, these are renowned batters in their game. So what is the talk amongst the 4 of you when you guys discover that, no, okay, fine, our team is more stronger on on betting, on bowling than betting. So the four of you is the most experienced. What was your discussion after yesterday's game?
The reason why I say that is because opening pair, when we failed to do our job, it was difficult for the rest to rise up the score and give us a good score to defend. But when we did it in the second game, it was better. And even when the bowlers came, it wasn't they didn't have any pressure. So when in this elite league, when the first batters, like the three first batters, do their job, they put a good score. If you can also see this game, you can see that the score wasn't that big, but at least their bowlers are trying.
Yes, we'll say there again, Sarah. Good, another scrum again. And Sifa is looking quite good in taking these singles here. Again, and there's Margaret still keeping things tight there. 26 for no loss after 5. I think should be the last ball to end of this over. Tries to sweep, and away she goes. LBW. The umpire did not hesitate, but I think that was a bit too harsh there from the umpire. Let's see the replay to see where did the ball pitch. I think the ball was going down the leg side. The balls, Margaret bowls a lot of those googlies, and we need so interesting to see if they can give us the replay to see where. Let's see. No, I think it pitched in line. Well done. Good job there, Mr. Umpire. Well done. Good watching. Well done. Wrong options. Martin, we have with Sarah here. I think you might have one or two.
Sarah, it's interesting to see your outlook. You've dyed your hair, looking. Is it something to do with being? I mean, what is it that brings that color to your hair?
It's those kind of haircuts that confuse opponents.
So you giving a lion look, an aggression look, so that when you open the batting, when they see you, they pen back, or
Yeah, that's the only reason.
Sharon being part of you. So what does she brings in the changing room, having her experience, having somebody like her in the changing room? Yes, what does it mean to you, or what have you picked from Sharon?
Sharon, me and Sharon does the same role on the team. We are both wicket-keeper batters, and we've been close from yesterday when we started playing this elite league. And she has been we've been discussing some things, and yesterday I was the one keeping, and she was sharing some experiences. And during batting yesterday, when we batted together, when we had a 57 runs partnership, and we were talking to each other. She was telling me what to do, and I was also telling her whatever I thought would be helpful to her. So I'm learning a lot from her, and I think she's learning from me as well. We are sharing many things, which is going to help us.
Yeah, that's good, and also that's good to hear, having Francis even now into a disposal, a different coach into a disposal. So what do you think that has, or yes, what has Francis influenced you so far? I know it's not long, but the few days that you shared with him in the changing room, what has it been like?
It has been great. It doesn't take long to learn something from someone. as long as you understand, as long as you listen and understand, I'm sure that even one word can teach you a lot. So Coach Francis has he has shared some words with us. He has been encouraging us and adding few skills to the knowledge we have.
Well, that's great. And maybe just the last question before we let you go and join your team. Coming from Kubuka to this tournament, what do you bring into this tournament? Just looking at a Kubuka performance.
I'm bringing out an aggressive batting because I've learned a lot from Kwibuka. Where I've failed, I'm trying to bring myself back up, and I'm sure this is my good time to have fun with my batting and to enjoy the game and to express myself.
Well, that is good, Sarah. It's good to hear. But apart from that, you've been yes, away from home for about a month and a half now. Of course, what are you missing? Are you missing Virai at home? Yes. Are you missing your mom's love, or are you missing your sisters? Prayers all the time. Yes. What is it that you're missing? That you've been away now.
I miss everything at home. I miss my family, yeah, my parents, siblings, everyone, and the food at home. I miss home actually. But um, despite that, we are still in the game, and I'm still focused with what I'm doing before going home.
Sarah, I hear that you pride yourself being a good cook. Yes. What is the worst thing that you don't like cooking? Maybe the men out there, please just open up your ears. It might be something that maybe you like that Sarah can't cook. But yes, what is it out there that gives you when you're told to cook? Even in cricket, there's some shots that maybe your coach can tell you now. Start sweeping, and you say no, but coach, I can't sweep. I can't sweep. So, what is that cuisine that gives you a heart attack when told to prepare at home?
I don't like cooking ugali because I don't even eat it.
Lenny, I think that is an abomination to us because me and you, yes, that is our best food. So now I'm inviting Sarah to come and cook for us. Will be a no-go zone. So thank you very much, Sarah, and have a good day.
Interesting. Big swing and a miss. Good bowling from Margaret Vermeulen there against Laura Mopakedi, the Botswanan better wicket keeper. Things seems like Amasimbi is bowling a bit tighter now. As soon as they've taken Nasora out now, things have calmed down. Again, big hit. Try to go over the top. Get an outside edge over. Short third man. They scrape it out and run 2 runs. Good running between the wickets and good calling. Good intent again. But now you see, we talked about these dot balls and control of the game now. The moment these guys started facing a lot of dot balls now, especially Laura now, the next thing is the option she's now getting up is now trying to go big. When she tried to go big now, didn't move in line, didn't pick the 10 of the ball, then she get an outside edge, just passed over short third man, then they ran for 2. No, those are the things that now you as a fielding side now, when you see players playing shots like that, now you know that, right, we have got them. We are now in control. A wicket anytime from now is now smelling. So things like that now, I think, as a betting team now, like Sifa, who has been there for almost 8 overs, should be something that she should be communicating to Laura to say, look, calm down. We still have got a long way to go. We know we need 4 runs and over. Just look for the gap, knock it around. I'm good at running. You call very well and effectively. I'll run and pick you up. Then later on, we've got other betters that are out there, the likes of the captain. You know, she can come in and give us those boundaries that we need. So what we need to do is let's try to get the score as much closer to the target as possible. Then we leave the job to the other guys. I think that should be the message being spread between these 2 guys there. Again, as Janet comes into ball, Sifa played straight back to her for no run.
Yeah, I think it's about being smart, and 100. It's only 100, and if they can keep running the fours, I mean, simply have a simple strategy to the chase. If they can get just 4 runs and over, and there'll be a wide here, there'll be a couple here, there'll be a double here, there'll be a 4. But if they can just rotate like that, keeping it at 4 runs and over, just running 4 runs and over without sweat. These are things that if they just work on strategies on how to stop runs and how to rotate the strike, get one here, get one there, yeah, and they're doing it quite well. They just need to continue. They just need to avoid too many dot balls in an over. That, like in that over, they've gotten 2. So if they can look for 2 somewhere, where I don't know, but they have to look for 2 somewhere there in the wicket, somewhere over there.
Yes.
It will be easier for them at the end.
I think the experience of Janet is now working now. She has slowed the ball, the pace of the ball now for Sifa. But Sifa was trying to use the pace when the other guys were bowling to get those easy things. Now she's taken it way slower. Again, quick single, good run, good call, good awareness from Laura there. Well done. To end the over on 33 for 1 after 9 overs, needing 74 runs to win. Still gettable if they manage to keep rotating, keep getting those 2 runs like what you've said. They can easily get to 106 and get the points into their team. As we see now, the captain herself. No, sorry, it's not the captain. It's Quinta Abel coming in to bowl some off spin. One of the most experienced contender with the ball. Let's see what she can bring for her team. Amasimbi Hawks here today and managed to defend 106. As we have Sifa Ingabire on strike. She's on 11. And Laura on 2. Sloppy fielding. This is poor. You don't need that from the guys that are fielding when you're bowling. Those balls like that needs to be stopped. The more you stop those balls, the more these guys they face, the more pressure they go. I think that fielder is too in deep than was the body. Yes, now she has been moved back. Good awareness from the bowler. Almost a chance. Dropped Laura by the bowler herself. Quinta Abel. And as you can see, she's talking to her. I think something maybe she's telling that can you hit it further than that. You know, bowlers versus bowlers. I think she's just trying to get into her head to say, hey, is that how far you can hit? It's interesting now to see someone like Sifa. She has faced 38 balls and she's on 13. And the strike rate is 32.35. I think those are some of the things that we spoke about. You spoke about here opening, Martin. You spoke about in the national side, she based down there. I think that has been also the conversation between me and her to say if you want to better up the order, you got to improve your strike rate. And the games that you need to use to improve your strike rate and work are these games. But now, if you look at it now, she's still playing the same game of facing too many. Now, this is ball number 40 that she has faced. And still on 13, the strike rate has dropped to 29.
Very true there, Lenny, and also on the other side, in Kampala, Bermuda, I've been bowled out for 95 by Uganda, the Challenge Cup in Uganda. Kampala, whereby Bermuda have just been bowled out for 95 runs in 28.5 overs.
Uganda needing 96 runs to win.
Yeah, as you said about the strike rate, it is important that yes, she bats, but also quite important that she yes rotates. All the pressure now is going to Laura, because now Laura has got to play the aggressive role. As what a shot from Laura, as Henriette Ishimwe comes to bowl her first ball, and she doesn't pitch it, full toss, and Laura pounced on the ball like a prey in the wild to hit it for one bounce over mid-on for a boundary. Very welcome boundary. This game looks like it's gonna be interesting here. If Laura stays in here, if Laura stays in here, she's a very, very good striker of the ball. Laura from Sahara, Kalahari Desert, Botswana. What a catch! She goes for a sweep shot. That's a good catch by Maggie at short mid wicket. That's a good shot and a good catch. Laura sweeping the ball and getting out, trying to be the aggressor, as I said. After getting a 4, should have just tried to rotate and get a single.
Yeah, true, but I don't. It also comes now with your partner now. It all comes with your partner to say, okay, fine, look, my partner is conceding a lot of dot balls now. So me, if I give a strike again, the same pressure is going to come to me. So as long as I'm on strike, let me try to cash in as many runs as I can so that when... But things like that now, it all goes back again to what I've been saying since morning, say communication, understanding who you are playing with, understanding what she's capable of doing. Then also, someone like Sifa, when she's there now, I've been there for 10 overs. So we're talking about closer to 60 balls that she has been there watching. Some of them she has played them. What should be the thinking now? Going through her mind to say, okay, fine, I've been here long enough. Should I continue playing this way and losing partners on the other end, or should I up my game? Yes, I'm not a good hitter of the ball, but where am I good at now? So let me look for that game every time I knock the ball around, every time I knock the ball, as opposed to being negative, blocking, then after 3-4 balls, you run a single. That over, you've gotten one run. Then the other guy on the other side now, obviously, when she feels that we need to score. As we see the captain herself coming in, Bimenyimana Diane, coming in to face Ishimwe bowling. So it's things like that. I think that they also need to see for as an opener. You also need to discuss that. Look, how do I improve my strike rate? It's not all about hitting, but it's all about getting that ball in the gap, getting that one when you need to. Like, see now she's trying to force in. Again, Margaret, she seems to be in good touch in terms of fielding. Well done, good commitment there. Diving, throwing on the knees. Almost getting rid of Sifa there. This is what I'm talking about now. She will be trying now to force runs that are not there because she's feeling that I've not been scoring for long enough. So things like that now needs to get rid of earlier on when you're still in betting. Again, same shot now played late to square leg region that is vacant. Then deep square leg comes in. And the captain gets off strike and to end the over on 40 for 2 after 11 overs. Needing 67. It's going to be quite interesting here to see how the captain is going to carry herself in terms of seeing a team through the finishing line. She has been betting all during the just ended Kwibuka tournament, so we need to see if she's going to continue with that role again as the captain this side.
Yes, no, it's very true there. If you look at Ingenzii, they need to up the scoring rate or to rotate the strike more. And it is important that if they rotate their strike much more, they'll get closer. If they can rotate, if they can get it to 6 runs and over, then they'll give themselves a chance. Amasimbi trying We spoke about Sifa, who is having a lot of dot balls. She needs to rotate the strike much better as she drives the ball along mid-on as they run for 2 runs. That is what they need to do. That is just what they need to do. To rotate the strike as Sunday chases the ball very well to the boundary. This is very, very good cricketer. And if they can just rotate the strike like that all through, avoiding dot balls, they can have 1 dot ball, of course, in an over, but if they have 4 to 3 dot balls in an over, that one becomes too much. And if you play 3 balls every over, that's an over already. In every 2 overs, if you block 3 balls in every over, so that's 6 balls in 2 overs. And that is a lot of balls. And I mean, Quinta is knowing her, of course, knowing the trade. It will be very, very difficult to get runs against her. She comes in again, she goes to Sifa. Sifa plays to mid-off, and now definitely the pressure is getting through to Diane, who is really trying to rotate the strike, and this might result to a run out.
43 for 2 after 12 overs. Amasimbi Hawks chasing 106. They're needing 64 runs to win. Betting is the captain herself, Bimenyimana Diane, and Sifa Ingabire. Coming into ball again, second over from the pavilion end. None other than again the captain. When she brought herself in, she managed to break through and dismiss Laura Mopakedi, who was looking forward to settle down. Now she's coming into ball a second over. First ball to Diane. Good drive, good call, good run. Straight to mid-off, 1 run. Now every time Diane comes on strike, people are going down to the boundary, making sure that she doesn't think of going over. Even if she goes over the top, she can only manage to get 1 run. Then when Siva comes on strike, boss is not a big hit of the ball, everyone is coming in. That's to close off those singles now and make exactly like run out chance there. Bait throwing from the fielder. But at this point of time, Martin, I think, do you really think that this, okay, fine, in as much as talking about rotating strike, yes, they have done that for the past 2-3 overs, but they are managing to get 2 runs. In as much as, yes, the current rate is that they need is lower, but do you think this can get them to pass and chase 60 with this approach that they are using now, getting 1 run every 6 balls?
No, definitely, and that's what I'm saying. If they need to get, they can't play 3 dot balls in an over. So if they play 2 overs and every over they get 3 dot balls, that's an over gone already. Those are 6 dot balls. So it is important that they constantly look at a single, especially Sifa, who has been there from the start. She needs to really, really up her game by not, from here henceforth, not giving a dot ball and also squeezing in a boundary. Yes, here, or want to try to also get a boundary. So that we can take the pressure back to the Amasimbi, because if they don't take back the pressure to Amasimbi will be very, very happy trying to do the right things all through. And if you can look at their fielding, which is it's very, very sharp at cover point with Quinta operating the cover region, and they have to deal with Quinta's bowling on the other end. So it is important that at some point they also try and hit the ball to the boundary.
Very true there, very true. This is you gotta try to pet along and around the required rate, get closer to it, don't let it slip away from you. 47 for 2 after 13, 60 runs to win. Sifa Ingabire on 17, and Diane Bimenyimana, the captain, on 4. Continuing from the banana plantation end, Quinta Abel, the Kenyan spinner, and the Kenyan blaster again forced Sifa off the legs. First ball, 1 run. I think the angle of that mid-wicket, they need to be sorted out, because they seem to get run that easy single there, so is the end. Like what you said now, Ingenzi needs to take the game away from Amasimbi, because Amasimbi, they look quite happy with them running these things, because they know that they have to squeeze in a boundary in there between, but they are not managing to do it. So they are quite happy to see Ingenzi running in this way between the wickets. They are not even worried, because they are not trying to hit a boundary. Then another forced single, that will be gone out. A direct hit could have got him there. That was too risky. Aish. And if you look at the way Diana, she's not one of the quickest guys in between the wickets. So if you are betting with her, you need to make sure that you hit the ball in the gap. You can see even the hand gestures to Siva that she's telling her to say, no, look, we don't really need this at this point of time. You understand?
Yeah, they don't need to lose also a wicket, of course, in run out. But I guess, again, I guess that, I mean, they run well until this point, and she just makes it interesting cricket here. But again, they're taking on the risk, and I think yes, this is a good over for them, having gotten, I think, about 4 runs this over. Which now again, if they go on like this, definitely they will, I mean, change, I mean, the pressure points to the Amasimbi. But again, it is important then again that yes, one of them bats to the end also. They'll need another 36 balls to get about 60 runs. So it is important that they up their scoring rates.
As we see a change of fielder there from 45, because they've been running to where the captain is not happy. Quickly she moved here from there, then getting a better fielder who is quick, who is sharp at throwing. You know, because they've been putting every ball that comes in. So as soon as they hit to her, they are calling on now. The captain is not happy. Then she moved the fielder from there to short third man. Again, the Siva tried to go, missed. That was another stamping opportunity. She's trying to wake the ball again to the mid-wicket region again. This is where she has been cashing in now. It has been closed. Now, when they close that gap, obviously they have opened the other side. So those are the things that is better you need to look at. Again, she's trying to wake it up there. They managed to get in under the single. The plan seems to work. This is a better over for them now.
Yeah, because they tried to do something. They tried. I mean, they had plans of getting. They had plans of getting singles, and yes, it is working. If you have a plan of getting singles, then definitely you'll find the singles. But yes, earlier on she was just playing the ball, whether it was a run or not. There was no intent of getting a single, and maybe the captain has told her that it is important that of course you get singles. If you're not getting the boundaries, let's get the singles. But again, one or twice here, they can try and go for a heave. Try also and push the fielders back so that you can also get that single. As Henriette comes to bowl to Sifa, yes, that's it. Yeah, it is important. It's important that you push the, and as we said, a run out chance, trying once, trying too much, running from a strong fielder. I thought that was just a suicidal run by Sifa. But as you said, she needs to up her run rate. Very, very important.
Yeah, true, Martin Bose. At this level, seriously, you cannot afford to face 55 balls, you score 13 or 12. No. In as much as we want you to stay on the wicket and bet longer, but you also need to be positive as a better to say, how do I get my runs? Then you move from there. Look, interesting is the same field that she has been running when she was on the 45 there, just a short square leg area region there. It's the same field that they moved to long on. Then eventually, I think when she saw that that's the same field I was running one inside nail, I can take two. But not forgetting that maybe that field has got a good arm now. That's why she has been moved down there. She's good at fielding in the deep than in the inside circle. Then eventually she managed to get Sifa out. So things like that, those are tactics now that these captains are also understanding their players, what they are good at, which areas are they good at now. Then they put them in the position that they can be effective. As we see in Neymar Micheline coming in to bet for Ingenzi, when now they are currently on 53 for 3 after 14 overs, finishing the 14th over, then getting into the 15, then they're needing 54 runs to win. Good ball from Ishimwe. She drives to cover. Missed, then mid-off came round to stop, and they can only manage to get a single. They bring the captain on strike. Dian Bimenyimana. Good fielding of her own bowling. 2 balls left in this over. Good shot, all right in the gap. It goes away for 4. Straight from the captain, Bimenyimana Dian. This is what they needed. They needed that boundary now to get the run rate up a bit. So if they can score a couple of more of this in the next 2 or 3 overs, then they are like back in contention in winning the game. Now we can see some fields change. Guys being dropped into the deep. We've got a deep extra cover. We've got a deep square leg. We've got a long on. We've got a long off. Then a short third man, short fine leg, point, cover in place, mid wicket in place. Full straight to deep square leg for 1. Clarice picked it up. She threw. And that's the end of the over. They need 48 runs from 30 balls. And for the loss of 3 wickets. So let's see what the captain can do in order to lead a team to victory here. Seen some positive betting from here and some positive bowling again. They've brought in the legend, Kenya off spinner. Off spinner Quinta Abel. Just continuing. I think she's bowling through, trying to squeeze in this over so that the required run rate goes up again and put Ingenzi under pressure to chase, making sure that they go big. Dian trying to go big. The flick of the wrist over mid wicket. Long off comes in. Long on comes in. Picks it up. Only managed to settle for 1. It's going to be interesting to see how Neymar Michelin is going to respond to the spin of Quinta Abel, the Kenya veteran. Shot, it over, mid-off comes in. They settle in for 1. At this point of time, like I said earlier on, Amasimbi at this point of time does not even mind Ingenzi taking these singles because it's not going to get them anywhere closer to the total. They need to find a boundary somewhere else. So that's why they are so happy to let these guys run these singles. And so it's up to now to these 2 batters now. See use of the feet. We fielded Margaret again, throwing on the wrong end. She has been top class fielding. She has been a top class fielder today. You understand, throwing herself down. You understand, doing things like that. No, that was good. That was you need as a bowler. Your teammates backing you up in the field there. It's drop shot. Good commitment there from Clarice Uwase. Getting a bit of some fielding for your bowler there again, going big again. Now, same shot, drop shot again. That was almost just 1 step forward, almost. As Quinta Abel continues to bowl, and she's been bowling quite well since morning today. Again, edge dropped. And to end the over, score is on 6-3 for 3 after 16 overs. Ingenzii needing 44 runs from 24 balls. It's now starting to become a tall order for Ingenzii now. If you're just joining us, we are live at Gahanga Cricket Stadium, right in Kigali, in the Kicukiro district. in where we are witnessing the Rwanda Cricket Women's Elite League with 2022 edition. This is game number 3. Amasimbi Hawks versus Ingenzii Heroes, whereby Amasimbi have batted first and have managed to score 106 for 7, and Ingenzii currently are on 63 for 3. Needing 44 runs to win as Ishimwe bowls a wide to Naima Michelin. This is where we are seeing these ladies playing cricket. It has been a whole 3 weeks of ladies cricket here in Rwanda. Something good to watch and see. Again, as she bowls another wide down the leg side. She's trying to do many things there. What you just need to do is, at this point of time, just try to bowl as much threat as you can. Try to make them play. You drop in your deep fielders. There they are, long off and long on. So try to bowl much straight on them. See how they can play them. Then you start to go from there. Change of action there. She's coming around the wicket. She bowled a dot to Michelin. And at this point of time now, Amasimbi are also happy to bowl to someone like Michelin because she's not trying to rotate strike. She's not even looking forward to get off strike. So you'd rather want to bowl more dots to her and then put the captain Diane Anna-Marie under pressure so that she can start to go big. Then by doing that, you get a wicket. Straight strong drive down on the ground to long off. 1 run. Janet Wimbambazi picks it up. And that brings Diane Bimenyimana, the Ingenzi Heroes, on strike. Again on the legs. That can be a leg by. Umpire did not signal anything, so it means it came off the bat. Ingenzii Heroes here now on 67 for 3. Ishimwe continues bowling. Again, the keeper missed. Sloppy from the keeper there. You don't want to do that at this point of time as a keeper. Good enough, didn't carry to the boundary. Signaled wide by the umpire. You don't need that, especially with someone who's got gloves, someone who's got protection. No, again, cancels. Is going for that. Is signaled as a boundary. It went for 4 wide. And again, this is what I was saying. You don't want that coming off from your keeper. You understand? In as much as the bowler is bowled there, but as a keeper, you gotta do your job there. Stop those balls, then you can correct those things later on. Again, strong shot down on the ground to mid off, long off. She picks it up again. Janet Wimbambazi is the fielder. Diane continues to bat on 12. Dead ball. Use of the wrist to get that gap through mid-wicket region for 1. Ishimwe to continue bowling just to finish up this over. 33 runs to win for Ingenzii Heroes. Again, Michelin tries to go. She only managed to find the ball herself and to end the over with a dot. At this point of time, I think Amasimbi are smelling the win now with how the situation is. As we see again, Quinta coming in to bowl. Is Ingenzii needing 33 runs from 21 balls. It's still gettable there anyway. It's still gettable. If they can just get in a couple of boundaries here and there, then continue running those singles there, they can get there. So that needs now the captain herself to take charge and say, let me do the job for my team. Try to get those runs coming in. Then we definitely see how she's going to carry herself as a captain. She has been in good form throughout the Kibuka tournament. So let's see if she can continue with that form during this elite league now. Can she be able to be in a position to save her team? As we see again, the field set being put in place, trying to make sure that she doesn't get that boundary so easily. We've got a deep square leg. We've got a 45 or a short square leg there in that region. Then we've got a short mid wicket. We've got a long on. We've got a long off. Those are the four guys. Those are the three guys that are saving the boundary. Interesting, because they... Oh, I think it's Quintus over his body, 4 overs, so she can't bowl anymore. So that has been the delay. So now we're seeing Ingenzii Mbambazi coming in to bowl the 18th over. This is the ultimate over that decides which team is going to take the game now. You don't want, as a betting side, to get to the last over needing more runs. You'd want to get there needing less runs that you can. And as a bowling unit now, at this point of time, you need to make sure that you squeeze in as many dot balls as you can, so that at the end, these guys will be needing a lot of runs to work around with. Is Diane Bimenyimana, the captain, facing Ingenzi Mbambazi from Uganda, playing for Amasimbi. And she's keeper misfielded, dropped. That set us for by 1. This is what I was saying now. Keepers at this point of time, this is where you don't need to be leaking runs like this. This is a good ball from a bowler. Then you as a keeper, your job is to make sure that you do all the good work behind the stumps. You can see some delays there, the bowler tying his shoes, these are some of the things that sometimes as bowlers, you also try to get into the batter's head so that you try to unsettle them by doing such things. Good shot from Neymar Michalin, and good effort from Quinta Abel, just trying to get a hand on the ball so that it doesn't go to the boundary. They can only manage to get 2 runs. Good cricket all around there, seeing fielders throwing themselves, trying to stop those balls, and also trying to see Michelin trying to open her arms and try to get that boundary her team needs at this point of time. Yes, we've seen now the sweep has been dropped off to save that boundary. Deep cover is in the place. She goes over the top straight. She can only find long on in the name of Salom Sunday, who runs across, picks it up, could throw straight on stumps. Then they already managed to get a single. Again, was stopped. Was stopped by the fielded point. Sonia Iragenya. Good awareness, stopped just to give a team a dot. 3 balls gone. 78 for 3 as we are getting into the 18th over. Ingenzii Heroes needing 29 to win. The captain goes on top. Outside edge, she can only manage to get a single. Margaret Vumilia is the fielder. Singles at this point of time does not get Ingenzii Heroes anywhere closer to winning this game. They need to squeeze in a boundary somewhere. Again, drive straight on the ground. Salom Sunday, the deep long off fielder, fields it. It's over. Good over again from Ingenzi Mbambazi to bring the score for Ingenzii Heroes to 80 for 3. 12 balls left. They need 27 runs to win with the captain in betting. Now Belis Murekatete comes in to do the closing off as the seamers job that they are required for them to come and dig in those yokers, straight yokers, wide yokers, those slow bowling, those bouncers again at this point of time. These things like that they come in, bowl and close off the game. This is some good talent there coming in at her age, is 17 years old, coming into ball. She's got some good pace, good experience. She's in the national side again. She's also in the under 19 that is going to go in future in the under 19 Africa World Cup qualifiers that is going to start in Botswana on the 1st of September. She's part of the squad that is going to go there for and going to represent Rwanda. As we see some field change in there, it's going to be interesting to see what the plan is. She's got a short fine leg, galley, point, short cover. She start off the yoker, swing and a miss. Micheline was not even closer to that ball. She just had to get that wild swing, hoping to get contact, then everything does the rest. Then it ended up being a dot. This is what you don't want now when you're chasing, to be conceding dot balls at this point of time. You gotta try to get that bet on ball and get off strike. Try to get that bet on ball, get that boundary on. There's not square leg there. If you look at that region, you can easily score 4 from there. Again, she tries to go hard, straight into the cover. The call, direct hit, missed, good back up. Another yoke again. She managed to dig it up. Straight to long on for 1. Amasimbi, they are quite happy to see these things coming in. As Ingenzii Heroes need 25 runs to score to win the game from 8 balls. Again, good effort from the captain, but it ended up being a drop chance. But good commitment, good dive, airborne. Then when she landed on the shoulders. Then the ball slipped off the hands to give Micheline another chance. Again, wide yoker swing and a miss. Good ball from the youngster. Amasimbi are smelling their first victory of this Elite League competition here. So stay tuned again for the afternoon game between Amasimbi and Ingabo. Again, shot missed to end the over. That is good over. That was a good over. So 6 balls. Ingenzi Heroes needing 24 runs. Just a couple of 4s. There are 5 4s, you get 20. Then another 4, you get 6 4s, you get 20. You get 24. 3 6s, you get 18. Then another 4 6s, you get to 24 with 1 ball to spare. That can be done. You gotta be positive. Still achievable. We have seen big teams across the world doing it. So let's see if these girls also have been watching and what did they learn from there. Do they have the right guys to do the job in the form of Neymar, Micheline on strike? Can she be the hero today, getting those 24 runs for a team to register their first win in this league? Divine Gihozo bowling, slow bowling, almost a Colin board. They only managed to get 1. We fielded it from long off there. Ishimwe, the captain herself, Henriette. Slow again, dot. Margaret being the fielder. She has been in top form today in terms of fielding. Again, 1 run. Aged to third man. Short third man. There's a short third man there. Janet Mbambazi, a player from Uganda, coming in, featuring in this 8-8 league. Again, dot from Divine Igiozo. 2 balls left. Needing 22 runs to win Martin. 3 balls to go.
Oops. These games are bringing good fight there, Lenny. At least something to learn. You see now they're just waking up now. Now the dot balls earlier on. Last ball of the innings? Or it's all over?
That is it, ladies and gentlemen. Amasimbi getting the better of Ingenzii Hawks. Yes. Ingenzii Hawks winning by 22 runs. They've managed to defend off 106. So that was a good fight from Ingenzii, good comeback from yesterday's loss. They've managed to work on their shortfalls yesterday. Then today they managed to do everything right. So it's up to Ingenzii Heroes now going forward to see how they can manage to come up and get some points for their team. That is it for us. Join us at 1 p.m. for another game again. Amasimbi taking on Ingabo in the afternoon game. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon.